Coming to paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer. Take a trip into the macabre world of goth modeling in the new millennium in this all-new Spinsterella story. Pre-order your copy of Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer at Amazon.com and other online booksellers everywhere. During a live stream, one of my viewers wanted to know if they could tell their non-black friends about SJS Direct books. Now, as a publisher, my mission was to create positive stories about the black experience and give people a richer picture of black life in fiction that you didn't see in many of the mainstream books, which are designed to go out here and promote only stereotypical narratives regarding black people. And when it comes to that fiction that I publish on the SJS Direct imprint, I'm not just looking to go out here and reach black customers, but I'm also open to anybody who wants to pick up an SJS Direct book and get a better understanding of black culture and the black experience. Because I write these stories so that people can see a richer picture of black life that you don't get from many mainstream publishers, which basically only focus either on hood stories or street lit, or they focus on stories about single, successful, educated black women who can't get a man. These are the only books that many mainstream publishers produce regarding black characters, and it really limits people's whole perception of black people and give them a very narrow picture of black culture. And what I want to do here at SJS Direct is go out here and open up people so that they can see a larger world of black people, see a much more diverse black culture, and see the different experiences of black people with the stories that I go out here and write, such as the ISIS series, which is fantasy, and the Esteem series, which is also fantasy, and the John Haynes series, which is supernatural, and books that show you people like black goths in the books like the Spinsterella series books, or show you black sorority life in a novel like The Thetas, or a black business novel like A Recipe for Success, or a book like Eternal Night, which is a horror story which features a black vampire in Harlem. Again, what I want to do is, again, show you that richer and larger picture of black life that mainstream media companies refuse to go out here and show you that black people just are not about one set of ideas that are presented in mainstream media. And I write these books, again, looking to give you a positive picture of black life with characters that are black, and I write them for everyone who wants to read them, not just for black people, because when it comes to publishing, you're writing to tell a story that gives people an education and helps them get a better understanding of life. And I've never had a problem with people who were white or non-black picking up my books over the years, and I've had a lot of white and non-black people pick up my books over the years. I've had people in the UK buy a lot of SJS Direct books. I have sold lots of books in other countries like Mexico, and countries like Japan, and many other countries like the Netherlands. I have had readers all over the world for many years, and for me, I really am happy to have all those people go out here and pick up these books, because when they pick up these books, they basically are getting their minds open to see that larger world of black people and see that foundational black Americans, we are not just living in the hood and living a street life. No, a lot of us are living a whole lot of different lives out here, looking to receive the abundant life that Christ wants us to live. And there are so many black people who, again, don't have an understanding of what the whole culture of black people are. They only think about the ghetto culture. And when you read a lot of them, when they read an SJS Direct book, they're surprised to see, oh, there's a larger world of black people. And they get a better understanding of the different lives that black people are living in this world. The lives that many in the mainstream media don't want to talk about, because they want us all to continue following the narratives of people like Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson Esquire. They want us to still be in this black box that's called the hood, still believe that that black women have to be in abusive relationships with no good men, or that black men have to go out here and sell drugs and be parts of gangs, when that's not the case at all. No, when it comes down to black people, there are black people living all kinds of different lives, but we only get to see a very limited picture, and what I want to do is broaden that picture with the literature I go out here and write. With the literature I go out here and write, I want to broaden that picture and give you a richer picture of black life, where you can see the diversity in the black community as related to the diversity of thought, because we're not all the same and we all don't fit into the same box, even though that's what the white media wants to put us in, because they want what's going to make their world comfortable and make their world smooth, because they don't want you to see that world. But when it comes down to black people, again, we live different lives, and I want the viewer to know that they can tell their friends about SJS Direct Books, because it's perfectly fine with me, because I want to reach a larger audience, and I have been reaching a larger audience. I mean, a lot of white people buy my books, a lot of foreign people buy my books. It's not a problem for me at all. No, I want to be able to reach everyone with my stories and reach them and get them to understand. I mean, when it comes down to different books, it has opened up people's minds. I remember watching one goth talk about the first book, Spellbound, and how they were surprised that I had gotten everything right about the subculture and basically made and allowed them to see that larger world where black people were a part of the goth scene. And I've had foreign readers pick up other books and again get that perspective. And what I wanted to do with these stories is again show you that world of black people, show you how we are human beings and how we are again living lives and not looking to be in this whole hood box. No, there's a larger world of black people, and I want people to see that world, whether they be black or white, because this is going to open people up and give them a better understanding. And that's what a good book does. A good book not only entertains you, but gives you perspective, gives you an understanding. Oh, there's stories that I'm learning about life and I'm learning about people, and that's what I wanted to do with all the books on the SJS Direct imprint, is open you up and see that world. And if it's a black person, it's fine. If it's a white person, it's fine. What I want people to do is get that understanding that you don't have to be one way to be black, because that's what I saw happening back in 1991 when I dedicated myself to this mission at 18 years old. I saw the landscape of media changing when I saw the movie Boys in the Hood come out, and I saw Oprah Winfrey. She had Ice Cube on there, and as she had Ice Cube on there, he was talking all this hood stuff and street stuff, and I saw how the legacy of men like Bill Cosby and Robert Townsend was on a road to being derailed. And what I wanted to do was keep building on that momentum, because what Bill Cosby and Robert Townsend and the Hudlin brothers and many others were doing was showing us that larger picture of black life. And I wanted to, again, continue to further build and expand on that by showing you that larger picture of black life, that there's more to black culture than what is presented to us in mainstream media, and you're not going to get these kind of stories, because for years I tried to query publishers and they didn't want to deal with me because, one, I was a heterosexual black man, two, I was presenting narratives that went outside of the ones that made white women feel comfortable, which was the miserable black woman. And I wanted to go out here and show you not only positive pictures of black people, but I also wanted to show you black people winning. And seeing black people win is something that you don't get to see in mainstream books, but I want you to see black people winning, because in most mainstream books, black people always lose. But in my books, they oftentimes win. And again, you seeing them win, again, inspires you to see black people as successful and see black people as intelligent and capable of accomplishing great things. That's what I put in many of my books. And I wanted to, again, I don't mind people reading them all over the world. They are reading them all over the world. They just really like good storytelling. And what I want the viewer to know is that they can tell their friends all about SJS Direct Books, because the more people who learn about the actual picture of black life and see the the richer picture of black life, the more people get a better understanding. And this allows us to shatter these stereotypes and lies that are told about black people. This allows us to push back against these narratives, and again, allows us to see that richer picture of black people, the richer picture of black people that opens you up and gives you a better understanding of what black life is and what it means to be a black person in this world. Now, the viewer, if you want to tell your friends, and I tell everyone, you can tell your friends about SJS Direct books. They're not just for black people. They're for anyone who wants to learn more about black culture and black life and see that richer picture of black life. I know I'm repeating, but that's what I want you to do is, again, tell all your friends about SJS Direct books. They feature, again, positive portrayals of black people, balanced portrayals of black people, richer stories about black people, and they will open up your mind to get a better understanding of black life. That's what you'll get when you pick up an SJS Direct book, whether it be in paperback at online booksellers like Amazon.com or other online booksellers like Draft Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. You will get, again, a great story and a lot of great storytelling from SJS Direct Fiction, and you'll get a better understanding of what it means to be a man from SJS Direct Nonfiction. People all over the world have picked up these books, and I'm hoping you'll pick up a few for yourself. And I'm hoping you'll also help me out because in order for me to buy the covers for many SJS Direct books, I need donations from people, because that's how I pay artists for things like the covers on many of my books and the interiors. And again, this all helps out different artists, again, to be able to get their work exposed, and also helps me be able to continue producing quality books and publish them and reach a larger audience. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Support black-owned and black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.